Hi guys, if you are watching this, you are a virtual learner or a DSL learner with New Albany-Floyd County Schools, and I'm going to be your elementary art teacher this year on your computer. So I wanted to kind of introduce myself. Some of you probably know me, some of you might not. Let you know a little bit about how we're going to run this year on your computers at home and how art's going to look. So first things first, my name is Mrs. Arnold. I'm an elementary art teacher. I've been teaching with New Albany-Floyd County Schools for 16 years. I have been in charge of the elementary program for the last 10 years. So even if you've never met me before, if you know your art teacher, I know who she is. All of the art teachers are a very close group of friends, and we all work together to make sure that you guys have a great art experience in your school. It's my job this year to make sure you have a great art experience at home. So we're gonna follow along this year with everything that your peers in school are doing. So the first month, we're gonna learn about Keith Haring. Keith Haring is the same artist that your friends that are going to school are learning. So you guys are gonna learn the same artist at the same time. So you are gonna have the exact same information that your friends at school are gonna have, and you guys get to do it all in the comfort of your home. Now, let's talk about what kind of supplies you're gonna need. These are supplies that most of you probably have at home, but if you don't, you can pick them up anywhere. You can go to Walmart, the dollar store, you can go to Michael's or an art store. You can even buy them on Amazon. There's not many supplies, but you do wanna make sure you have all of these because you never know what you're gonna need every week for your art lesson. So let's take a look at these different supplies, shall we? This year for art, you're gonna need colored pencils. I will tell you that I have bought the erasable colored pencils before and I do not love them. So definitely get regular colored pencils. I love the Crayola brand, but you do not have to purchase Crayola. You're gonna want some crayons, colored pencils. You're gonna want markers, both fat markers and skinny markers. I have them in my little pencil marker case. You're probably gonna wanna get a set of acrylic paints, glue, scissors, a variety of paintbrushes, and a variety means that you're gonna have like a big one, a medium one, a small one. You're gonna wanna have several pencils on hand, a couple of Sharpies. Now, I really just wanted a regular watercolor tray set, which would just be this first line right here. Unfortunately, when I went to Target, they were out. So why don't you try to find a regular watercolor set? Maybe you have one at home. I was really bummed when I had to get all 24 colors because I really like the basics. You're gonna need some white paper. Now, the paper is gonna be a little bit harder for you to come by. So if you have a problem accessing colored construction paper and white paper, all you have to do is shoot me an email and I can get those for you to be picked up at your school. So paper is the one thing I think you might have a hard time finding. Oh, did I say scissors? I don't remember if I said scissors. But you guys are definitely gonna wanna have a variety of materials. And if you need paper, we'll have paper packs available at the school for you. That's the one thing that we will supply for you because we do want you to have some special paper. I know this looks like white construction paper to you. It's actually watercolor paper. Yeah, that's why you need the watercolors and the paintbrushes and some good watercolor paper. This is super fun stuff, but it's kind of hard to find. So we'll supply you with that from school. If you guys have any questions about any of these supplies, please let me know. So just to recap, colored pencils, crayons, markers, acrylic paint, scissors, glue, watercolors, paintbrushes, pencils, Sharpies, and if you need help finding paper, all you have to do is have your parent email me and I will get you some paper. Now, let's talk about how we're gonna run art class. Now that you know about all the supplies you're gonna need, let's talk about how art's gonna be ran this year. You are gonna study an artist a month. With that artist, you are going to get to read about the Art Smart book. We'll do that together. You'll get your Art Smart words, they're vocabulary words. You'll learn about the elements and principles of art, and then you'll create a work of art or two about that artist. It might be something where we practice the technique, or maybe we practice the ideas, Maybe we just use them as an inspiration to create a work of art. Are you guys ready to have fun this year in art? Here's your first lesson. This is day 1 of DSL Art at Home. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. For art today, you're gonna need something to color with. You can choose colored pencils, crayons, markers, totally your choice, but something to add color. You're gonna need a piece of white paper, mine is just printer paper, and a pencil. And what you're going to do is you're going to show me what it was you did this summer. This summer was very different for a lot of us because of the pandemic going on. So we had to alter our plans as to what we did during our summer vacation, which has been a very long time. What I want you to do is take a white piece of paper, a pencil, and I want you to draw out what your summer looked like. Maybe it was you doing online classes. Maybe it was you going camping in your backyard. What did it look like for you to go and have a summer vacation? Here's mine. Can you guess what I spent my summer doing? I spent my summer camping. I was able to keep my children socially distanced. They didn't have to be around a bunch of other people. We were able to be in the woods and be outside, and we were able to camp all summer long. So now I'm gonna have to take my coloring utensils and color this entire thing. I don't wanna see any white spaces. The only thing that can be white is maybe if you went to the mountains and saw snow, or maybe parts of a flower or snow. Maybe part of my camper might be white. I said parts of flowers or snow. I meant white. You knew what I meant. So your job now is going to be to take your coloring, however you want to do it, and I want you to add color to these. When you're finished, you're going to send your finished, completed drawing to your homeroom teacher. You're going to send it to your homeroom teacher, and they're going to send it to me. I get to see that you guys are finished with your art, see what type of things you created, and then next week we'll move on to our artist. His name is Keith Haring. He was a graffiti artist that lived in New York City in the 90s, and he made some really amazing artwork throughout the entire world. I can't wait to teach you guys a little bit about his life and his legacy. And then we're going to learn next week about how we can take simple shapes and lines, turn them into people, and create really cool artwork just like Keith Haring. So I'll see you guys next week when you tune back in for some more lessons from home. This is our DSL art program with New Albany Floyd County Schools, and I cannot wait to see what you did this summer. Have a great day, friends.